After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Blue draw quarters.
Check 24, check 24.
Check four.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. 8-3.
Number 53, Mike.
Hey.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd down now. It's Joseph. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
80 weapons.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's easy work and it's
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Tanner will get this out to Barkley, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 16-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Hauled in here, Caldwell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set up. 10-2 stop. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Right here. Right here. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
59. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Protein spill.
Hatchet. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
64, weak. Out. Get it.
Off the play fake. Tanner. Being under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Tanner. Got a man, it's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Second and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Be tripping.
They'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Tanner. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I got it. Right there.
Hey, exit.
54 Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
50.
2nd and 13.
Watch 54.
Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Deep rip.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Breaks 3 again. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Right, 54. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 31, check 31.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Joseph. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Go out.
So now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
Mike 5-4.
You gonna see me in your blue draw Porker. Hey, zoom.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
80 weapon.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hit it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and connected there and picked up a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 13-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Big grip, big grip.
They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready?
Off play action. Tanner. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Mike 59. Here we go, D. It's just me.
6-6. Pull it high.
I just me and you.
Hit it.
Caught here by Griffin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
5'9". Get your swerve on.
Watch the shift.
Greystone travel. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Tanner throwing the out route and complete. It's Griffin. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
There you go.
Switch. Shift. Watch twist.
Rock it.
Check.
Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready, set.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check.
Protein spill. Get it.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They run the counter. Gonzalez. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles 16.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gonzalez. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Big Griffin.
On first down, Gonzalez. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
On the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Joseph. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
61, matchbox light.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
53 is the mic.
Let's go. Orbit.
2nd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey,
at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 3. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is indeed good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, lucky.
80 weapon.
On 1st down, it's Gonzalez. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Too low.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Go.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing. It's late. Tighter coverage. Take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Christian, travel.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw.
Screen.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
High 7. Protein spill.
March part 4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Right there.
Snap.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 soft.
Focus, defense, focus.
Shoot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Come on, set. 15, line.
At the 46-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Giants, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Took me so long getting